Hey guys, it's Project Pan update time. This is my Finish 10, which is actually 11 because I have a bonus item, MAC products, and it is all MAC makeup except one setting spray, which is the 11th item, and it has been about 3.5 weeks since I did my last update, and so I'm going to bring you guys the progress, what I've used in the last 3.5 weeks. So let's go ahead and just jump into the setting spray. So this is MAC's Fix Plus, and I only have a tiny bit left. So this is when we first started. This is the first week, and then this is the second update, so what I've used up recently. So only a little bit. It's getting a little bit harder to spray now. I have been using it on my face like as a prep, just because when I try to spray it when I've done all my makeup, it tends to kind of shoot in one area, and then I end up with like eyeliner or mascara running because of how it's like shooting so intensely. So I use it usually now as a prep spray, or I use it with my pigments. I've got the Laura Mercier Tight Line Cake, and I will spray this with that to kind of mix it so it's a liquid. So I've been finding a lot of purposes to use it, so I really like that. Excited to start using some of my scented ones because I haven't really broken into those because I've been trying to use that. What do we want to do next? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So I have the MAC. This is the Intriguing Scarlet. This is for warm eyes. This is a palette that's been around for a long time. I think I got it as a gift for many holiday collections ago. And it looks, did I already show it? It looks like this. And these are the eyeshadows, and I've hit pan on one. So, woohoo! So this eyeshadow that I hit pan on, they make it so hard. They really need to do it on the actual eyeshadow or something like that, because it's so hard to try to figure it out. It's in between well spiced or gentle heat. Those are the two options, but I think that this one probably sounds more like a well spiced, right? So I hit pan on that, and it's actually a pretty decent sized pan. So my goal for this palette, for this Project Pan, if you're new to this video, I want to hit pan on at least 2 shadows. So I've got one down, one to go on that one. For the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, I have been doing quite a bit of damage in that as well. There's quite a bit down there. What I've been doing now, because my nails at this moment are really long, and I don't like just putting my finger in there because it gets all underneath my nails and it's kind of wasteful. So I need to use a brush because that would just be the more sanitary. I kind of pick it up with my nail that way. Does anyone else do that? And then I get the product off there and apply it to my eyes. Little ghetto? I don't know. That's how I do it. What do you guys do when you have a pot and you have long fingernails? Speaking of potted products, this is the Relaxation Casual Color Lip and Cheek Color by MAC, and I haven't really done too much with this at all. So it's so pigmented. It's impossible. I don't know how I'm going to use this. So my goal was just to only use 1/4 of it, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it. I've been trying to use this as a blush, as a cream blush underneath my powder blush, and I really only have to dip my finger into it, and then it gets me 2 little spots on that side, another dip, 2 little spots on that side, and I have tons of cheek color. So this one probably is not going to happen, but we'll try. We'll see how long that lasts. It's really difficult to try to get through one of those. My lingering eyebrow pencil is still going strong, still able to go ahead and screw it up and getting a good amount of product. I focused this in on the very kind of front end of my eyebrows where I hardly have any hair there. It's really sparse, so it's a little bit more natural to draw that in and try to feather it around. And so really like this eyebrow pencil. Will totally repurchase it once I've finished it. I think it's one of those ones that's going to be like a staple in my collection, unless I really want to try the e.l.f., the new e.l.f. Eyebrow pencil, as well as the new NYX eyebrow pencil, which I've heard amazing reviews. So if those are way better, then I probably will go for the drugstore and affordable over that. But you do get back to MAC with the MAC one, so I don't know. Pros and cons, right? So this is the MAC Aphrodite Shell, and this is the Extra Dimension Blush, and I am getting so much more flat, which is so exciting. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it in the camera, but when I'm looking at it, I can start seeing the rings where the actual pan is. I hope you guys can see that. So that is super exciting because that tells me that I'm getting closer and closer to pan. I've been using this almost every day, and still adore it. I think it's just a beautiful, very natural for a very fair complexion bronzer for all over the face. And it's not too cool, it's not too warm, it's just kind of in the middle, and it's just, I love it. Let's get to my paper products. So this is the Subculture lip liner. I've talked about it in my last two videos, how hard this lip liner has been because it's so dry, but I actually got through a ton of it, if you can see. So this is where we first started, which it was basically a brand new product. This was the first update, and then this is the second update, and I've used quite a bit of it. It's really getting small. What I have found on the go, many of you guys have given me great advice of like using a lighter to kind of warm it up. And on the go, I don't carry a lighter, so that one's a little bit harder for me to use. So I just slather my lips with some chapstick and then kind of blend it in, get the excess off. And then I use the lip liner, and so it's a little bit creamier to apply it, or I warm it up with the back of my hand before applying it. That does probably waste a little bit more product than I would normally, and I'm getting through it. So, not gonna repurchase this. Do not suggest it whatsoever. Don't go for Subculture. No good. Polished Jet is the, what are these called again? They have a long name. Powerchrome eye pencil. And this is a nice deep blackish gray, and it's got some sparkle in it. And this was the first update, basically brand new. Or sorry, that was when we first started. This is the first update, and then the second update, I really haven't used too much of it, and I thought that I had, because I feel like I've been using it quite a bit, but I guess not. So I have been trying to use this a lot more with brighter colors to really make those pop. So I'll put this on the lid, blend it out as quickly as I can, because these dry so quickly and then they do not budge. It's impossible. So really quickly do that, and then apply an eyeshadow over top. A lot of my Pan That Palette shadows are really great over top of this and just really makes it a cool different color. And so I have been using this quite a bit. And then the Rich Glance, I am getting towards the end of that. Whoops. So this was the start, again, basically brand new. The first update I had gotten quite a bit done. The second update I've gotten, hopefully I've been holding that correctly up with that paper. And then the second update I have only gotten a little bit done. I kind of took a break from this one just because I was like kind of being bummed that I was using it up. So I took a little bit of break for a couple weeks, and then I've been using it the last week and a half almost every day. I have it on today underneath the eyeshadow that I'm wearing. So I do really like this by itself. It's gorgeous by itself, and it stays really long lasting, just kind of like this one where it dries really quickly and it doesn't budge. And then I do really like it as a base too over an eyeshadow. So that's what I did today. I used, what eyeshadow did I use? I'm pretty sure I used this one, yeah, which I think is Sweet Joy, this one right here. Last but definitely not least, I have my two lip glosses. So the first one is Baby Sparks, and it's still kind of falling down, so I had to kind of estimate it a little bit. This was when I first started. I had used it a few times. Then I have the second update where I basically had about half of the product done, and then now I'm all the way down here, which is probably about a fourth of the product. And these are really nice. I don't know if it's just because it's super hot out in Arizona. It's well over in the 100 and probably double digits. I don't even know what the temperature is today, but it's hot. I think because of that, the product falls really nicely to the bottom versus when you have it all stuck to the sides of the packaging. And so I really have gotten a lot of use out of this. It's such a pretty lip gloss. That gorgeous baby pink color would be something that I would repurchase in the future if I really wanted another one of these gorgeous dazzle glasses, because they are really just beautiful. But they are sticky, so I would prefer wearing my hair up when I do use this product, because it will get all over there, especially if it's a windy day. You're gonna be in for a treat. Now to my Lustreglass in Spring Bean. So this lip gloss I basically had never touched before this project pan, so the marks at the very top, because this was a straight up impulse buy and I don't know really what I was thinking. The color's really pretty. It's gotten a little bit less vibrant since I've been using a lot more and mixing it with colors. And then the first update, I had only used it just a little bit, and now I'm about halfway done. Again, the product is falling really nicely to the bottom, and I wanted to put it on for you guys at the end of the video when I showed it because you guys asked what it looked like on the lips. And I have been trying to use it a lot more with darker lipsticks just because when I use it with a really nice nude, it's straight up green on the lips and it's not flattering at all. So I have today the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Zipper on my lips today. Still filling these out. I'm not sure. This was like 4 coats because it kept on getting really streaky and it's already wearing pretty good on the lips. So I don't know how I feel about those yet, but we'll go ahead and put the lip gloss on so you guys can see what it looks like. So as you can see, it's kind of green. So this is actually quite pretty. This was new with this color. I had never tried it with this color. And if you were up close and personal with me, you could see that the speckles of the glitter are green and some yellow. It's not unflattering, I don't think. It changes the color a little bit and has a little bit of that kind of greener tone to it, but nothing that's crazy that people would be like super shocked. I mean, they're probably going to be super shocked anyway by the color of this lipstick, so it's not going to take even more of a shock when people see with this lime green lip gloss. If you have colors like this that are really intense that you're like, I'm not going to ever be able to wear this by itself, because this is not one that you can wear by itself or with a nude lipstick by any means, you can play it up. So it's definitely not something that you just have to pitch because it's not going to be usable. You can use it with a bunch of different colors, just case in point, just seeing that. And it's pretty. So that is all my progress, guys, in the last 3.5 weeks of this all MAC makeup project pan. If you are doing any kind of project pan, please let me know. I would love to check it out, subscribe to you. I would love if you subscribed back to me so we can really support each other during these project pan challenges. It's so much fun watching all of your guys' videos and hearing your guys' support and comments on my videos. Love it. See you in one of my next videos. Bye.